think what's happening.
Propaganda.
All right, kiddies, on the last Zo Nation, we were getting into the discussion of Maafa 21. And basically what the Maafa 21 refers to is black genocide in the 21st century. First up, I highly recommend this movie, but like I alluded to earlier, it's kind of counterproductive because it vilifies both Republicans and Democrats and prides itself as independent, as if being independent is the call to sainthood and morally superior to everyone else, as if there aren't people who call themselves independents who are pro-abortion. Now, let's say the so-called independents become a major position. Corruption will grow even faster in your tent because you people lack a guiding standard. What defines you? The only thing that I can see that defines people who call themselves independents are people who sit in judgment of Republicans and Democrats. That's it.
And this is not about political parties either, because there's a reason I'm an independent. Both the Republican Party and Democratic Party have been in bed with Jezebel. Yes.
A lot of times, people who call themselves independents were at one time Democrats. And as Democrats, they have been conditioned to hate Republicans. But when they can no longer deny the evil of the Democrat Party, they shed their Democrat label. But because they have been conditioned to hate Republicans and can't just take the extra step and admit they were wrong about Republicans, they just say, well, they're all corrupt and I'm just gonna be an independent. That's not being independent. That's called sour grapes. It's not right that Democrats have had a history that reeks of racism, but if the Republicans have a few bad apples, then the whole party is no better than the Democrats. The Republican Party is pejoratively considered the far right wing for two main reasons. Because the majority of us are Christian conservative and because of our pro-life stance. And I think it's unwise of this movie to try to lump Republicans in with the far left and the eugenics movement and alienate the party that has been opposed to abortion. On the left wing of the political spectrum, you will find socialism, Nazism, fascism, communism, atheism, liberalism, progressivism, elitism, and of course, Democrats. This is a normality for them. It is an anomaly when you find a Republican sharing their ideas. That's not the Republican Party as a whole. So yes, it is unfortunate that people like Teddy Roosevelt, Nixon, and Eisenhower endorsed eugenics. But those are people who were deviant from what it is to be a Republican, whereas eugenics is a practice that is consistent with the Democrat platform. The Democrat Party institutionalized and industrialized racism, from the slave trade to abortion clinics strategically positioned in the black community. And because of a few bad apples, you want to junk the party that should be your strongest ally in stopping the genocidal campaign of abortion? Let me explain something again. I don't base being a Republican on the failures of people sticking to the platform of protecting the God-given rights of all in this republic. It's the platform itself is why I accept being a Republican. Just like I don't accept being a human being based on the wickedness of mankind. I base being a human being on the Lord telling me that I was created in His image and on what He expects of us. If I was to base accepting being a human being on the wickedness of mankind, I'd am totally depressed and would want to leave the human party too and blow my brains out. I don't base being black on some attitude that I'm supposed to have. I base being black on the skin color I'm blessed with and thankful to have. And I hope you feel the same way about whatever persuasion you are. I don't base being an American on the people who are accelerating our decline. I base being an American on the Declaration of Independence and a Constitution that recognizes the Creator and protects the rights He bestowed on us. If I was only to examine the iniquities of people, I wouldn't associate myself with anything. I base whatever I am on standards, not failures. The Republican Party has a standard, and the platform is about the protection of our God-given rights and to fight against the Democrat standard of assuming the government is master of these rights. I'm AlfonZo Rachel, and we'll close this out on the next Zo Nation. That's called sour grapes.